presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day. Tom takes your phone calls toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Let's go to Andy in Boulder, Colorado. Hey, Andy, what's going on, brother?
Not much, Tom. How you doing?
I'm great, man. Yourself?
Pretty good. Hey, congratulations on the grandbaby.
Yes, thank you. I know. Tommy just sent me a picture. I mean, it's gorgeous out right now. He just was taking him out for his first walk this morning.
All right.
He's growling and prowling already.
Yeah, I bet.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien at TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 7 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day in the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day, folks. Let's make it a great night, folks. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, everyone has the right to ask you for what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 61, Nasdaq up 135, S&P's up 20, gold contract down $10, traded at $18.28 an ounce. We have silver down 48 cents, $21, 1 penny an ounce. Platinum off $22, $9.04 an ounce. Light sweet crude off $2.11, $104.08 a barrel. Notes and bonds. You get the 10-year note right now trading up 21 ticks at 117.20. The 30-year up a full point plus 2 ticks at 137.01. And King Dollar. King Dollar's trading up 194 ticks at 104.391. Copper is getting smoked. That's down another 10 pennies out here today. Big number, man. 20 pennies, 20 cents, $3.74 a pound. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Well, bottom line, folks, is that, you get a market that's up. That being said, you get a sideways market, man. You get a market that can't hold price. You have a contraction of volume out here today. Bottom line is that we're building cars, man. You get 56 million shares traded out here today in the SPY. Yesterday tried to go higher with 90, couldn't handle it. You get a sideways move. NDX 100, same type of setup inside the NDX. Bottom line inside the NDX 100, you get the Qs trading up $3. You did 46 million shares. Yesterday we did 67. Now what's going to be intriguing here, folks, is watching how we come into the close. And the reason being is this. So picture, you have a market that's up slightly. You have a contraction of volume. Now, simultaneously, right, like yesterday, it really is going to, it doesn't hinge as to how it closes, how this market closes, meaning where it wants to go. But this market is so weak that I suspect what you're actually going to see once again is that bottom line is that, it's going to basically push lower as we come into the close. And, it doesn't have to be building cars, but I suspect that's what we're going to get because this market is having such a tough time. And if bottom line, if you heard any of Powell's testimony today, I guess, with the Senate Banking Committee, the rate structure is not going to back down. I thought one of the most intriguing things that I heard when I was listening to it was the structure. One of the congressmen had asked Powell specifically the aspect of it started out with companies making huge amounts of money. And, he came right back and says, hey, that's up to elected officials. We don't, regulate companies. And the senator came back and says, well, what are we doing? And, of course, he got into the aspect of raising rates and that unconditionally crushing inflation. That, his word was unconditionally. And that is a very large word, folks, okay? But that's the take. And the only way you can crush inflation, folks, is to crush demand. And, they ask him about the recession, and, of course, he says, well, actually, he put the aspect that all assets, he felt that the market was responding to the interest rate structure, and he considered that it was responding good. He went on to say that all assets in general are going to be worth slightly less money. Well, guess what? He's not going to come out and say there's going to be a full-blown recession, because none of us really know how this will shake out, meaning what type of recession it's going to be. Just to clarify things, a recession, folks, is 2 quarters of negative growth. Most times what ends up happening is that we do have a public entity that basically brands recessions, and by the time that they actually do brand them, we're normally coming out of the recession. If you want to see something that's really cool, one of the Tigers sent me this yesterday when I was talking about the 70s and 80s and inflation, and it's really cool to read, man, because particularly, whether you're around then or not, it's helpful. If you go to Wikipedia and you search the 1970s recession, there's a lot of really good, interesting things there. One of the biggest ones I found, and I remember this, okay, but I didn't remember specifically. I'm glad that I appreciate the Tiger that sent it over to me, because I didn't remember specifically the years and how it played out, because check this out, normally it's like a 5-year deal. That's the bottom line. It was a 5-year deal. What was so intriguing about what it says on Wikipedia, how this shook out in the 70s, was that the recession actually was only about 2.5 years. It took, however, 5 years to basically start moving forward after that. And so, we're in some time here, man. We're in some time in a very large way. How this baby goes. Let's go take a look at FedEx. Our man Dave White is telling me FedEx is coming out with numbers tonight. This is going to be cool. Okay, let's see what they have. So they're going to be looking for revenue out here tonight. Right now they're trading 226. They're looking for 24.6 billion on the front line, and then look, what's going to be intriguing about this? This is they're really looking to make some money, man. This will be interesting if they pull this off. So they're looking at 24.6 billion on the quarter, and they're looking to take to the bottom line $6.87. Now, the thing that's amazing about that is almost 40% more than they've been taking to the bottom line. And we'll see how it shakes out. We take this, we look this, put this into a weekly, and what was that price? 241. Oh, yeah, this is not going anywhere. You know what's interesting about this, folks? See that big buy that we had last week? 238.21, right? With volume, it couldn't even take the swing point out of 241.57. That's saying this baby's going lower. Stay right there, folks. Come right back. Of booming inflation, where your purchasing power is eroded, there's no better place to protect your hard-earned money than in gold. Vista Gold's flagship asset is the Mount Todd Gold Project in the Northern Territory of Australia. This is Australia's largest undeveloped gold project. We are talking a world-class gold project in a Tier 1 mining district. This is a large-scale, low-cost project with significant existing infrastructure in a politically safe and friendly mining jurisdiction. Vista Gold just completed the Mount Todd feasibility study, which resulted in a 7 million ounce gold reserve and a 16-year mine life. All of this, combined with the approvals of all major operational as well as environmental permits. This distinguishes Mount Todd as an attractive, de-risk partner, ready development stage gold project. Vista Gold trades on the New York Stock Exchange under the symbol VGZ.
Are you looking for a way to consistently add winning trades to your portfolio? Tom O'Brien is here to help. Tom O'Brien has been successfully trading markets for over 30 years. A frequent contributor to TD Ameritrade Network and CNBC, Tom O'Brien founded TFNN over 20 years ago to help educate investors just like you. Tom's daily market newsletter, Market Insights, is published every morning when the markets open to give you the competitive informational edge you need to succeed. These newsletters are packed full of Tom's advanced technical analysis and are geared to deliver comprehensive strategies for a successful portfolio. Get Tom O'Brien's newsletter, Market Insights, today and try all of our products and newsletters 30 days risk-free with our money-back guarantee at TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now up 30. You got the Nasdaq up 121. S&Ps are up 15. And I'll tell you, if you're, Miami, Florida, man, that looks like it's going to turn into, it's been a huge financial center for South America for a long period of time. Bottom line, we're talking everywhere now because you got the big guns, going to Miami. The Griffin Citadel, folks, okay, is the largest. I believe they do something like each one of all our trades. They eventually execute something like 1 out of 4 trades in the whole, Nasdaq and New York Stock Exchange. I mean, it's just a monster move. Ken Griffin, bottom line, he moved to Miami himself this past winter. Bottom line, he's moving his whole headquarters out of Chicago. Chicago has some big problems, man. For the third largest city, it's got huge problems, and you get a lot of folks moving out of it. But bottom line, he's moving lock, stock, and barrel, and that's going to be the hedge fund plus the securities business down in Miami. So we got to get some of these guys over in Tampa Bay and St. Pete. That's what we need. But bottom line is that he was born in Daytona Beach anyway, I think. Where was he born? Daytona Beach, Cocoa Beach, one of those beaches, because he lived in Boca. Bottom line, you talk about that is going to bring in, I mean, you're talking about, so picture, you're talking about, that's almost like the New York Stock Exchange moving to Miami. That's a reality. So that place down there is going to have some, they already have a lot of business. They're going to be getting a lot more business. Can you imagine the state of Illinois, Chicago in general, the amount of jobs that they're losing? And it's huge, man, because let's see, there's a say in this article who else moved out. I mean, in Chicago, they've had a lot of big companies move out. That's the bottom line. And I suspect, as we go forward, you're gonna see more and more companies move out of these high tax states, man. Because the bottom line is that, you save 11, 12% per year for your employees. That is absolutely monster money. There's no doubt about that. So we'll see where the rest of it's going to shake out. But Miami is going to be king of quite a bit. Let's go take a look at some of the higher volume equities out here. And today, no doubt, we have low volume out here. We take a look at this. You have, let's see, Advanced Micros down $1.90. You got Apple up $2.30. We got Ford Motor Company flat. Nvidia's down $2. You get Freeport McMoran. We're going to look at this and copper because this is getting smoked, man. That's down $1.90, $29.49. You get Tesla off $7. That's trading at $7.01. ExxonMobil oil hit. That's down $3.22 at 84. It's pretty amazing how fast. You know, if we take a look at the XLE here, I mean, this is pretty intense, man. You put this on a monthly basis, and you know you can see that the XLE just went down 20% in like 2 weeks. You know. And, you know, what they always say, I mean, you know, you go up in the escalator, down in the elevator. It's about as intense as you can get. And in this case, what's going to be really intriguing is that if this breaks, well, it already broke it. It already broke 73, man. So this is saying, you know, this is saying that this can get back down to 59 now. You know, in a week and a half, it just went from 93 to 70. Your next stop here, once it broke 73, you broke the swing point also. It broke 73. That's telling me it wants to go back to where it started from, man. And that's all the way down to 58. So that is no doubt pretty intense. You got the, let's go take a look at Exxon. Same deal. Exxon's down from 92, I think, 105 to 84. And if we put this on a weekly basis, okay, so this has, you know, 83 or at 84, 83. It has some support. If it doesn't hold 83 though, it's going to go right back to its breakout area of 61. And you talk about something fast and furious on the way down. So let's get it. Oh, I know what we want to do. 1 second. How am I going to do this? I got to find this. GLC. What I'm going to do, I want to find the gas prices. Because we know oil's come down that quick, okay? Now let's go to gasoline, though. Here we go. Beautiful. Let's go to unleaded. So unleaded wholesale right now is $3.76. We should have been doing this a long time ago. Let me see this thing. Okay, so we're down from, that's pretty good. We're down from 432. You're down to $0.50 in 2 weeks. Let's put the volumes on this. Yeah, this looks like it wants to go lower. Now, this is going to be interesting because, so you can see, last week, you have a high volume low laying out there at 364. You bounce in today, it couldn't hold price, and you get lighter volume. So that's setting up that this thing wants to get down into this 342. We'll see what will break the 342 level. So that's a pretty cool setup, man. Meaning that you're going to see lower prices. The deal, folks, is there's no doubt every day, you know, you're going to be getting. Well, you're not going to be getting, you're going to be reading a lot more about the aspect that, okay, the markets now are looking at a recession, you know, whether it's in another, 8 months, 6 months, 10 months, whatever that is. And the market is trying to position themselves, for that. That's the real bottom line. What I've seen is that you normally get, we're only at the beginning of this deal. That's my point more than anything. I think the top in everything, the market, of course, went to the top in January. But I suspect what we really have is this whole thing started in November. That's how that's kind of my take on it, meaning that underlying, that's what I did. And trust me, I asked everyone, and I know for a fact, anecdotally, that so picture, even the building business, at the beginning, of course, what ends up happening, folks, is that you have your foundation, right? And I know my foundation guy's already slowing down. He told me that 3 weeks ago. That's the beginning of it. You start at it's just like in the marketplace, we'll go some of those cardboard companies. The cardboard companies slow down. Guess what? That's the beginning of the slowdown. Let's go to Keith in Cedar Rapids. Hey, Keith, what's going on?
Hey, Tommy, good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for calling. Appreciate it.
You bet. Hey, listen, I don't know, a few weeks ago, we were looking at the crude oil. Things were looking pretty strong. You were talking about 147 at that time. You see much of a change in that? I haven't been able to listen the last couple of days, so I'm not sure where things are at.
Cool. Just stay right there, all right? This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. We're going to be coming right back, folks. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 94. Nasdaq's off 138. S&P's off 23. We'll come right back.
If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my Gold Report. The Gold Report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the Gold Report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the Gold Report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
TFNN has just launched their new trading room, the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. And now they are expanding their reach with the Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. In the Tiger's Den, you can look over the shoulders of Tom O'Brien and the other TFNN hosts while they analyze charts during their live Tiger TV programs, and join an interactive trading community with hundreds of members exchanging ideas. Interact with other tigers and tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day, even at night and on the weekends. The Tiger's Den at Discord is accessible on mobile or tablets as well, so it's always at your reach. To sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders, just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Thinkorswim. For more information, just click the Thinkorswim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up by 95, Nasdaq's up 141, S&P's are up 23. We're talking with Keith, and we're talking about oil. So, where are you positioned in oil, Keith?
I'm in a few majors, the XOMs, the Phillips 66s, that kind of thing.
Right.
I just bought sort of as a hedge on all the gas I'm paying.
Oh no! Listen, man, they've been a great trade. There's no doubt. So let's talk about the 147 first, right? So we made it to 123, and this is a fast move downtown, man. And so what we've done, folks, in basically 10 days has gone from 123 to 102.32. We're trading at 104 right now. That's saying to me that now it's going to try to bust the bottom out, which is 92, because it failed pretty dramatically. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, if that only had come down a little and did get back in the lower range, that would be one thing. If we go over to the majors, the real question is going to be, you've had a good run, and I know, in 10 days it's given back a lot. But the real question is that, so if I look at Exxon right now, right, if Exxon looks like it can go to 81. If it breaks 81, these are all going to go back to where they started from, that run, which was at the beginning of the year. So,
hey, Tom, when you put that on a monthly, do you see anything different?
Yeah, let's look at it. Good. No, I'm with you. Let's do that. Yeah, it's definitely a better looking chart on a monthly. Yeah, there is. It's almost like we've gone so high. Exxon just went from 30. Well, if we bring it back in 2 years, it's gone from 31, to 105. Yes, that was a good way of looking at it, because on the monthly, you wouldn't want it to go into 76. You see the bar that I have it on right now? That's a nice bar. That was the most volume. It's 854 million. We went topside on Exxon from 76 to 91. So it doesn't look to me like you'll hit it this month into there. But if we hit it and we rejected lower price, well, then it's just a normal pullback. Because what we did do is that it went from 57 to 105 without stopping, at all. You know what I mean? Tell me what other ones you have.
Phillips 66 and Marathon.
Okay, cool. Let's go look at Phillips 66. So, the low 63, the high's 111. They've done the same things. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so this is getting hit today. Holy cow. Okay, so why does this get hit more? Let me look at this. I see, okay, interesting. So Phillips 66 is oil refining, and this is, put this on a weekly. Yeah, it's back in its lower range too. This thing can get into that 71, so you want to be careful. And then MRO, I think, is Marathon, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Did the same thing, man. Unreal. Yeah. Yeah. This is...
Yeah, I just got to determine what kind of heat I want to take here, so I appreciate it.
I know, but you know what? I wouldn't take too much heat here, man, because you're already in a winning position, right? So what happens is that this is the wild card. The wild card out here, the way everything is moving, like, lower in an incredible way. Including oil. It's like, okay, the mantra is that oil's moving lower now because the market is recognizing that we're going to be in a recession, sometime in the next 6 months, right?
Right.
They had such a good run. If this market keeps going south, and this has to do with the dollar. That dollar, man, if that goes higher, it just might, basically keep oil lower. And I wouldn't take the rest of that heat because you're still in a pretty good position. You know what I mean? So.
Got it.
Yeah. It's a tough one. I know what you're saying, man, because you're saying, hey, I was up 20% more, 10 days ago. But somehow you're going to say, you know what? Yesterday's gone. Tomorrow's not here. What do I have right now in my hand? And then decide, if I'm down 20% more, how's that going to affect me? Versus being flat, versus being, what do you think the probability is that I'm going to get my 20% back? And that's always a good way of doing it, because I think it straightens out all of our heads, meaning that, okay, I can tell you this. I thought it's so funny. I preached that on the air, and I had a real estate deal 2 days ago. Yesterday I said, that's it. I'm not doing it. And what it was is that it seemed like a really sweet deal. It was $500,000, right? And I was getting a house and I was getting a lot. And the house was just done over the lot I used to build, right? And I'm saying, hey, this is a good deal, this is a good deal. And then what ended up happening is that the owner we had the owner then There was another hard money guy that had the mortgage. Anyway, these guys start fighting. They wanted me to involve. I said, so what ended up happening, for the first week, I said, yeah, I want. Then I said to myself, hey, hold it, man. I think we're in the market that you might think a good deal is today, and all of a sudden, 6 months from now or 5 months from now, it's not a good deal. And so I basically did the same thing. I sat at home, and I just says, okay, I tell everyone else, in the equity, and I do it in the equity market a lot, okay, myself. But then I says, okay, what is the difference? If I'm down 20% or I'm up 20%, or I think I'm even getting a good deal, I just canned the deal. Because it was like, hold it, no. Because I'll save my money. You know what I mean? It was like, hey, man, just grab your money. So you got to remember that that's your money also that you have in there, so.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, man.
Well, thank you, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And what does happen, of course, in the gas business, right, as all our tigers are saying in here, what ends up happening is that the ladders are always missing when the prices start going down, folks. That's the bottom line. Yeah. And if we go look at the, you can see this, the commodities in general, bottom line is that they're moving lower. Look at the price of lumber. If you take a look at this price of lumber, what do you see this? I put this chart up. You can see we just went from $1,200 per 100,000 square feet to $610. If I put this, wait to see this, LB1. I'm going to put this up in a longer one. I think this thing topped out at like 1,600 per 100,000 square board feet, rather. Yeah, so the first one was, 1,700. 1,711. That was in May of 2021. Then it crashed. So check this out. Then it crashed to October of 2021 to 474. Then it went topside again to 1,477, and we're down here at the 610. So you get a lot of movement in these markets, and there's going to be a lot more movement. The hardest thing, this is what I've seen, and the hardest thing is that it's just like buying the stock market. It says, when do you think you're getting close to the bottom? And one of the guys in the New York Stock Exchange that went on TD Ameritrade Network yesterday, I thought he explained it very well, that if you're an investor, man, at some point, you're going to say, hey, man, I'm going to start putting money to work. As a trader, a little different ball game. Stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.
Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
The technology around us is changing every day. With so much happening, it can seem impossible to keep up with all the information. David White's investment newsletter, The Technology Insider, is designed to give you all the information you need to understand the technology that shapes today's markets and tomorrow's future. David White has made his living staying on the cutting edge of technology. His weekly newsletter will give you specific recommendations for value tech stocks, as well as entry prices, target prices, and stops to set for each trade. Dave delivers his weekly newsletters every Friday with updates throughout the week. You can get the Technology Insider at TFNN.com for only $37.50. Sign up for David's newsletter, The Technology Insider, and get an inside look at everything the technology sector has to offer. Try it risk-free today with our 30-day money-back guarantee. TFNN, educating investors.
biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 151, Nasdaq's up 178, S&Ps are up 34. Let's go inside the Dow and see the strength versus the weakness out here today. So, point-wise, inside the Dow Industrials, what you have United Health putting 57 positive points, Home Depot 39, Salesforce 37, Microsoft 37. Taken away from it, Caterpillar minus 64. You got Chevron minus 34, Travelers minus 22, and American Express minus 20. Okay, so let's go to Home Depot first. Let's go see what these Home Depot. And if you want to see how building cars is, folks, you can watch Home Depot at this 300 level. This is what that was doing, okay? You know, came down hard first to 279. This is going all the way back end of May. Then it does a bounce, okay? And then bottom line breaks the 279 level. You get a small bounce out here today, but guess what? Look at that volume. That's all that is, a small bounce. We take this and put this on a monthly basis. Yeah, this is on its way at 246. The lowest thus far was 264, but the top of that bar it's into is 308. So I suspect you're going to get to the bottom of that bar. The, what was the... One second, let me just bring this up again, because I wanted to look at, that's what I wanted to look at, Caterpillar. Because this would go along with the aspect of what's going on in the mining space, in the agricultural space. You know, so Caterpillar just come down from 237 to 177. Yeah, this is the problem. Unreal. This got 150 on it. So it looks to me, let's go to Deere. It looks to me like what you're gonna have, and I've been talking about this, there's gonna be less cash all around. That's the bottom line. You look at Deere. Now this is where this gets interesting. So watch this argument, folks. Not this argument. I've been playing mental calisthenics with this in my head. So you know that, well, let's look at Deere first. So Deere's just got from a price point of 446 or 297, right? And this was a straight line move up, so Deere can have some big trouble, man. You break 289, and yeah, there's no reason you can't go down to 178. So the mental calisthenic goes like this. We're running inflation. Let's say we're running inflation, 10% a year, right? So that means, every 100 grand you're losing 10,000 a year. That being said, what you have to take into consideration is the aspect of how much your cash will actually be worth just having cash. Because it depends where you're going to go spend it. And, when I look at it, I'm still trying to figure out, is it... And the side that I'm on right now, even though I'm trying to figure out, is that the more cash you have, the better off it is. Even with the aspect that inflation could be eaten it alive. And the reason I'm going there in my own head is that I suspect what's going to happen is that, and this happens, it seems to happen every single time, folks, okay, that people never have enough cash behind them in downturns. That's what seems to always happen. And you're always surprised. I'm always surprised, for sure, in the aspect of either companies or, smaller businesses that you think are in, like, great shape, and, they're just leveraged, and they're leveraged too much, And, you had Mark Zandi came out today. Mark Zandi from S&P. He was talking. There's a conference that's going on. He was talking about the aspect that he thought that real estate was going to get hit from the East Coast to the West Coast, but he didn't think that there was going to be like real deals. That that was just going to be like a pullback. Okay, and the reality is that that isn't what happens in the real estate business. People are always over leveraged in the real estate business. I mean, if you remember all the different types of pullbacks we had, my take, where people are over leveraged this time, there's plenty of folks that, I brought this up a few days ago, that own a lot of Airbnbs, okay, and they're doing very well, but they don't have equity inside of it. They don't have 50, 40% equity inside of that they can take a hit of 20, 25%. They have maybe 2 or 3% equity. And the stories, even when Zandi was talking today, he was talking about he didn't think it was going to affect the rental market. It affects all markets, man. It takes just longer, okay? Because it is a flat out timing the trade, supply and demand. Where's the volume? Where's the demand? Because what happens is that, when we get froth, no doubt, which we've seen plenty of times, you can buy anything, it's going to make money, and that's it. When there's a true supply and demand, the bottom line is that, after froth like this, folks, when the pendulum goes the other way, excuse me, it always goes too far. It just does. And trust me, I don't want it to happen. That's the last thing. But you got to face reality, too. And I'd rather, if I'm wrong, that's awesome for all of us. I hope I am wrong, But if I'm right, the bottom line, if you're protected, then guess what? That's when you can build real wealth, because the difference is that you've sat, you've waited, and then what do? When you pounce. That's how it goes, man. And, it's not pretty, but that's how it goes. And then you push it out at the highs, man. I mean, that's how it goes. Let's go take a look at good old Apple, because Apple's got a little bounce going, but the bottom line is that my take is Apple's going a lot lower. You got Apple, we just came straight down from 179. We hit 4 days ago, you hit 129. We take a look at this, we put this up on a monthly, and you're going to see that, we're off the highs here of that 182. It's coming into, Apple has some huge support at this 130 level, 130, 131. So I think it's going to bounce around here for a while. The deeper that it gets past, like the last low was 129. And it just really saved itself, because the bar that you want to watch is the bar where we really broke topside. We went from 107 to 131. That bar was generated out there in August of 2020. The deeper you go into that bar, the bottom line, the heavier that can go into the low end of that bar. So we'll see where that shake out. Yeah, they're talking about, we got some real estate talk in the den here. And yeah, there's a lot of different dynamics out here, that's for sure. Let's go into the NDX 100 and see what's moving the NDX out here today. NDX, let's see what we have. We have, what is that, Datadog? Yeah, Datadog is up 11%. You got Zscaler up 10%. Taken away from, this I'm talking about Airbnb. Airbnb's down 4%. You got Bookings.com off 2.6%. Marriott's down 2.3%. Look at that. That's all, leisure. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern. For free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials right now is up 154. Nasdaq's up 176. S&Ps are up 33. And folks, if you haven't checked out Tiger's Den, come on over. It's $1 for the year. We have a great community over here. We got all tigers and tigresses. It's active, good from basically about 6:30 in the morning to a good 5:30 at night. Every day. Market days. Sunday night gets active about 6 o'clock at night. A lot of great ideas in there. So check it out on the front page of our website at TFNN. Market waves out here today. Here, let's just take a look at the indice volume. You're going to see it's going to be shrinking in a monster way here. Yesterday we did 1.2 billion. You're at 774. That'll do about $1 billion though. You're shrinking by a couple $100 million. Inside the Nasdaq Composite, we took a look at the Composite. You did 5.2 yesterday. Now the Composite's not bad actually. You had 4.7. So the Composite that will come in at 5.3 or 5.4. Let's look at the Composite right now. So the Composite, interesting too. And look at the Composite. The Composite is actually over yesterday's into the gap. So yesterday the high was 11,216. You're over it. So that Composite will try to get up into that gap, which is 228. Oh no, this is too funny. No, 328. 328. That's another 100 points. That'll try to get up there. When you get away from it a little, I suspect that'll try to push up there. The problem, of course, is that we're coming into a Friday. You get a Friday in the summer. You're going to have another contraction of volume out here. The cool thing is, hey, check it out. This is the cool thing for the bulls out there. That what is going to happen is that we are coming into the July 4th week next week. And the July 4th week is, normally a bullish week. We like buying American. That's the bottom line. So for some reason, we like buying the stock market coming into July 4th also. Always remember, folks, the bear can claw your heart out, the bull can run you over, and thank God there's always another trade. Health, happiness, and prosperity. Have a great night, folks. Have a safe night. Come back and visit Tommy tomorrow morning. Kicks us off 9 o'clock in the morning. Great show, folks. Look at him, folks.